YouTube, my name is Stacy. I'm known here as Flighty Rambler, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel today. Today I am continuing with hashtag ICAD 2022, that is index card a day, and it is a daily challenge for the 61 days of June and July, and it is hosted by Tammy Garcia. Tammy is known as Yellow Daisy Art on her webpage, and on Instagram she is Gypsy999. I will have links to all of that in my description box below. And I highly suggest you click on the hashtag. There's so much art out there this year, as well as the past 12 years that Tammy has been hosting this challenge. For myself, this is the first year I'm participating, and for me, it is day 46. Day 46, okay. As I have with all of the cards in this series so far, I am going to glue 3 index cards together. Then I will use a regular pencil and do some messy journaling and some mark making. Once I have dumped my thoughts, I am reaching into my stash and I found this tea bag. It was some black tea that I had brewed and enjoyed a while back. I dried out the tea and emptied out the leaves, and I'm left with this gorgeous tea bag. And I like that there's different shades all over it from where it had sat, and I'm going to glue this down on my card. I'll choose some matte gel medium. I'll put a layer on my card, put down the tissue, and then put a layer of matte gel medium on top. Once everything is dry, I'm reaching into my stash for some fuzzy cut pieces. Now, I say fuzzy cut because these are all pieces out of napkins that I have in my stash and in my store. All of these napkins are available in my Etsy shop as well. I'll have a link to that shop linked in the description box below. I have quite a collection of napkins that I've collected over the past, over 10 years now. And some of them are butterflies, florals, some birds, of course. And when I find a napkin and I use a part of it, I will go ahead and fuzzy cut. Now let me explain what fuzzy cut means. It's the same as fussy cut, except we are using 1 ply of the napkin and a water brush to gently go around the image we want to tear out very gently. And that means that the image will have a fuzzy border. And that means that it will melt into your background and create a really beautiful effect without having to do any painting. So I have fuzzy cut these butterflies, that hummingbird, and I decide I want a flower, so I go ahead and grab one of these yellow flowers from one of those napkins, and then I am going to work on them for a hot minute. There is some color and texture from my scribble journaling showing through, so I want to add a base to these images before I glue them down. And I will go ahead and paint out the backs of the images I want to glue down so that none of that background busyness shows through. I'll go ahead and use matte gel medium. I decide to not use the butterflies. The index card was not big enough, and the flower and the bird was enough on the card and looks really nice. So I'll use matte gel medium on the card, go ahead and place my images down, and then put another layer of matte gel medium on top. I'll go ahead and trim away the excess and make sure that the glue is completely dry on my card. And then, because I have used glue on top, it is now a non-porous surface, which means I can use these Pitt Artist's pens to create some more pops of color on the card. I'll use Faber-Castell's Pitt Artist's pen in neon yellow, and I'll paint out the flower and the bird, and almost immediately you can see the bright, beautiful impact. I'll choose neon green to do the greenery on the flower, and then pink to add some details to that beautiful hummingbird. And lastly, it's going to be orange to just add more color and fun to the hummingbird, and I think it looks amazing. I think it's an incredible color. And once I have the India ink dry, I'm going to reach for my Micron pen in 05, and I'm simply going to draw my sketchy lines all around the bird and the flower. And I feel this really makes it look like I drew everything on the card, and but we know that it was a napkin. It's a beautiful technique, and if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. Once the sketchy lines are completed, I forgot to add orange to my flower, so I'll rectify that and go ahead and add some pops of neon orange in that beautiful flower. And then I want to add some highlights. I'll choose Uniball Signo Broad in white and add the highlights on the flower and the bird. And I'm just in love with how this card is coming together. It is just so pretty. For my sentiment today, I'm again reaching for my Dymo. This is one of the most versatile tools I have at my disposal right now, and I choose the word flighty. It is part of my nickname here on YouTube and elsewhere, so if you look up Flighty Rambler, you'll find me. And I'll trim away the extra black on the left and right of my word, and it leaves me a bit of these leftovers, these scraps, and I'm going to use them on my card. I play with orientation for a while, but there it is. I like it up there in the top left corner. And I even go through my cute dishes of threads and laces and flosses, but yeah, nothing is really working. So it's just going to be this simple word flighty. And then I'll go ahead and add that extra black at the bottom right to balance it out. And yeah, I love it. I think it's really cute. And wow, the colors are popping. I love that it's really bright against the tea bag that I glued down in the background. I enjoy that you can see my scribble journaling and everything. It's just a really nice card. And yeah, that looks like that's it for me today. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I encourage you to give me that thumbs up and go ahead subscribe because I've got more planned for tomorrow. And until my next video, bye-bye.